What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Gerkinman Monthly, the Gerkinman Monthly. All of my fucking hair's gone. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into details about what happened to my hair. My hair. If you really want to know, you can ask me in the comments below, and I'll just stress. We'll say stress. All right. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't wanna be shit talking anything. First of all, some housekeeping before I get to this month's pickups, of which there's not a lot. First of all, this is the first video I've recorded since Jess moved out. She moved out on Saturday. She's back in Cornwall, Ontario. I'd like to wish her all the best. If you're not following her on YouTube, you can find a link to her channel in the description below. She plays a lot of RPGs and other things. So if you're into that sort of thing, be sure to go follow her below and give her some support. So yeah, this is the first video I've recorded since she has moved out. I have recorded some Let's Plays, but this is the first thing that you'll be seeing since she's moved out. And what you will notice is that I'm a little bit louder and a little bit more lively. And that's because since there's no one else in here, I don't have to worry about waking anybody up. Because normally I record these like really early in the morning. Now that's not necessary. Sirens, because Spryfield. Housekeeping note number 2. 2 fingers. Flatwoods, my game's out. This game's out. If you haven't played it yet for some reason, or haven't missed the trailers or anything like that, you can also find a link to it in the description below. So if you haven't played it yet, go and do that right now, because it only takes you like half an hour, and you know, I'm pretty proud of what I achieved, and the next game, Shooting the Catfish, is already underway, and I'm so fucking hyped to work on it, because it's a bigger and more in-depth, deep gaming experience, and I don't know, making something a little more involved is very exciting. In terms of housekeeping, this is the last thing. Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to go through the 2 gaming pickups I have for this month, because like I said in the last video, I'm moving away from Canada back to Australia in April next year, and I want to save money where I can. I did splurge a little bit this month, but I haven't bought anything new for myself for a long time, and there's been a lot of games that came out this year that I actually want to play, and I picked up 2 of them the weekend before last. So those 2 games are, well, firstly, there is of course a Dark Souls 3, because the DLC is coming out very soon, and as you all know, I love me some Dark Souls, and a lot of you are sick of me talking about them, but too bad. You won't be seeing this on the channel for a long time, but yeah, I'm about halfway through, I guess, and I'm enjoying it. It's a little easy, which feels weird to say. But overall, yeah, really good game, real solid, pretty happy with it, very happy with it. And the other game I picked up, and this is related to something I'll be talking about directly after this, is Doom. Haven't played it yet. I installed it. It was friggin' huge and took forever. I'm literally dying to play this. And that takes me to the last subject that I'll be talking about today, because this is going to be a pretty short video. So in January, we're doing a soft relaunch of the channel. So I've already relaunched the channel months ago, obviously, with Demon's Souls, Ocarina of Time, and Soma Spirits. Of all of those, Soma Spirits is the one that's doing the best for views. Ocarina of Time is the one that's getting the most comments. And by most, I mean usually like 1 per video. Soma's getting more views, no comments, whatever, analytics. And Demon's Souls, only my friend Nathan's watching. So that's fine. As long as someone's enjoying it, that's all that matters. Once Soma Spirits and Demon's Souls are wrapped up, I'm just going to let Ocarina of Time play out. And literally, that series is only halfway through. There's 34, 35 episodes of Ocarina of Time, which will literally take it till the end of December. So in January, I'll be launching 3 new games. Now, I talked to you last month about maybe cutting it down to 2 games, trying to find a system, and I got some suggestions and recommendations and requests. And so I've gone through all that, and I've tried to find a compromise between all of what everyone has said, and thus I'm setting up a new, sort of like, not a new schedule for next year, but a sort of more interesting way of releasing videos, if you will. So first of all, before I get into how this relates to Doom, first of all, on Mondays and Thursdays will be a dedicated RPG. Not necessarily an RPG Maker game, although some of them will be, but like a turn-based or action RPG. And because people will be burnt out on Demon's Souls, I won't be jumping straight into Dark Souls. I'm going to start with a game called Off. Some of you may be familiar with it. It is a very popular and well-known and a bit of a cult classic RPG Maker game that I've been wanting to play for a long time. I've played chunks of it. I haven't really played through the entirety of it. And so that's what I'll be launching those RPG Monday and Thursdays with. And basically the way that those days will be structured will be an RPG Maker game, and then like a more substantial AAA RPG followed by another RPG Maker game. Pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy there. So then Tuesdays and Fridays This is where you guys come in, and this is where lovely Doom here comes in. This is like viewer's choice. So Doom was a recommendation, it was a request by Paul Stanton, Art Renegade, a friend of mine. So basically, I haven't recorded it yet. The first one that will be going up will be Sneak King for John Payne, and I will be recording that hopefully this week. I'll be getting Paul around for that one actually to help me out on that, so that should be fun. And then following that will be Shadows of the Dam, which I've already recorded, and then that'll be followed by Doom by request. And you will see in the description below a whole list of games that will have either blind or nothing written next to it, and that is a list of games that I have sitting there that I'm either wanting to play or replay. Those are pretty much all the games I own, so if you're interested in any of those and want any of those prioritized, let me know in the comments below and I'll actually formulate a list and play through them one by one and get that as a backlog for you guys. And then lastly, Wednesdays are going to be dedicated just RPG Maker games and other small indie games just all the time. So nothing that's over 6 episodes. Anything that's over 6 episodes will be put into the in-between parts on either the RPG Mondays or the Player's Choice Tuesdays, or that's what I'll call them, something like that. So there's always going to be like indie games in between stuff, lots of small stuff in there, because I know people like John Payne's mentioned that the RPG Maker games are what he finds interesting. I like playing AAA stuff, I like playing the indie stuff, and so I want to have that good mix, and there's literally such a stupid volume of RPG Maker stuff and other indie games out there, obviously, that I can just burn through that and put that through there. Lastly, Saturdays. Saturdays are where we're putting up just random my videos with my face. There's actually a playlist now on my channel called Videos with My Face. There was a field trip video that came out last Saturday. There's these update videos. I'll be making a cooking video called either Flavor Town or maybe Flavor Trip. A series of trip videos, basically. I'm going to be... and just other random stuff like that. And first of all, it's because I like interacting with you guys. Field Trip, that first episode, actually got more views than any of my Let's Plays have in a long time, so people obviously liked it, which is really great. And the other reason is I got a lot of viewers, obviously, in Australia. Australia makes up 75% of my views, and for you guys, I would like to make more videos of like the local area so you can see what it's like actually living here in Canada, especially with winter on the way. I think that'd be really awesome. So I want to make more field trip videos specifically, but definitely some cooking videos, and there will be a new video game science when I completely rehaul that entertainment system. I've completely rearranged the apartment. That field trip video was filmed in June, so with Jess gone, I've completely rearranged everything, and you'll see some of that when I make my video game science video, when I rearrange all this shizzle over here. So that's pretty cool. Those are my plans. So those live action videos will be starting immediately. When they're done, I'll just put them out. I've got another field trip video ready, which is same cast of characters, me, Paul, Jess, and Mark, filmed in June, but we went to a zoo, so I've got a video to make out of that. And then it'll be all more recent stuff after that. My screen keeps turning off, which is great. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. But I will say, lastly, I have a goal for April of how much content I want recorded in terms of Let's Plays, recorded, rendered, and uploaded before I move, because I'll be with my parents, as I've said, and Australian broadband, I won't have unlimited uploads and downloads, so I'm going to have to be really, really precious with that sort of stuff until I move out into my own place, and I don't know how long that will take. It all depends on how long it takes me to find work. I have a set goal for how literally a year's worth of content is what I want created before I leave here to go back to Australia in April. So for those RPG Mondays, that will require 110 episodes. And likewise for the viewer's choice, I need 110 episodes of that uploaded if it's going to fill up that year with that buffer, which is why I want you guys to leave those comments in below so I can play through all those. And then lastly, the RPG Wednesdays, RPG Maker Wednesdays, I need 52 episodes because there's only one episode of that a week, 52 weeks in a year. So basically 272 videos need to be created. I'm currently sitting at about 30 something with what I've currently got recorded in order to come up. And those games are in order, mainly the RPG Maker ones. So like, as I said, I've got Shadows of the Dam done for the viewer's choice, which is 20 episodes. And then for the RPG Maker Wednesdays, I have Long Gone Days, which is 3 episodes. And then the demo for Glitched, which is a really fantastic game. That runs for 5 episodes. And then I also played through Space Funeral, which I've fucking fallen in love with. And that's 5 episodes, so it's, it's like 30-something videos, 33 videos, basically, ready to go. So I really need 242 more to go, basically. So that's something to keep in mind for you guys. So yeah, that's literally a whole year's worth of LP content, and then I'll be making that live action stuff on the side. Whenever, those will just come out when they're done. There's no real thing on that, but I kind of want to keep this thing organized, and it'll be launching literally the first Monday of January will be the complete relaunch. And as I said, I've got enough content already uploaded to last until then, but that's going to be like you'll see a solid shift, and I want to get as much done as I can before I leave. So that's a thing that I wanted you guys to know. Leave your thoughts and suggestions and look at the games or whatever, and leave all those comments in the thing below. As I said, I've already got like a order planned for the first 3 games for the viewer's choice organized. I just needed you guys to tell me what you want me to play through the rest of that through the rest of that list. So some of the games in there I've never played. I don't even know what they are. They're just sitting in my game collection, and then there are others there that I've played through before that I can't wait to play again, and others still as sequels to series I've already made, like Resident Evil 5, obviously after I did Resident Evil 4, Dead Space 2, blah blah blah, it goes on. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. The RPGs I'm choosing myself because I've already got games I want to play through on that front. I bet you can't guess what they are. So yeah, thank you for joining me. Yeah, this video was a little bit weird. I feel a little bit weird. I can see myself in the viewfinder and I don't have hair anymore, and it feels really weird and strange. But anyway, thanks for your time. Thanks for your comments, because you all need to write at least one game down in the comments. Put another one in there so I make sure I've got enough stuff. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're having a fantastic day and a fantastic week. I'll catch you on Monday with a new episode of Demon Souls, and provided that you're the kind of person who watches that series. And if not, I'll see you on Tuesday for Ocarina of Time, or Wednesday for Soma Spirits. Whatever, who cares? Just watch what you like. That's what I want. That's why I've got a vast array of different games. So until then, I'll catch you next time, and you have a fantastic day and a fantastic week.